Thank you, very happy. Thank you very much for this welcome, Karim. Thank you very much. Karim is one of our software developers, partner as well. Well, they invite us to participate in these presentations at AWE. Very happy. My role is I sell smart glasses. I sell smart glasses to companies. So part of my job is to understand what kind of problems the companies are facing when adopting technologies. So let me tell you a little bit about who we are and what we do. I'm the director of sales for Europe, Middle East, and Africa. Not more involved in Latin America, where we have to split the wall, but we'll be happy to help you there as well. So, you know, we are a public company, and as a public company, there's some regulations, so everything we say here is confidential, okay? Okay. Let us tell you a little bit about this. One of the surprising things, when I visit clients, one of the first things they get surprised is that we're not a young startup. We have been in this business for 20 years. 20 years developing smart glasses and head-mounted displays. So we started in 1997. We were one of the first companies to receive investment, for example, from Intel Corporation. They invest, don't put all the eggs in the same basket. Some of the companies that receive investment from Intel, they don't exist anymore, but we're still in business 20 years after. We became a public company. We're trading in the NASDAQ market. That's a little, yeah, okay. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. So we became a public company trading in the NASDAQ market, and we are all over the world with headquarters in Rochester, New York, in the United States. I'm based in Barcelona, Spain. We also have an office for Europe in the United Kingdom and another office in Japan, so we can support your business all over the world. Of course, in 20 years, we have been developing all kinds of devices. One of the products that was developed many, many years ago probably was the first augmented reality device, even before we knew what it was, augmented reality. We have seen all these devices. Some of them, you know them. Some of them are difficult to find. And this brings me to explain something that probably you have heard already or you know already, but I would like to insist in the fact that one of the things that we learned this year at this same event in the United States is that for the first time we mix the three concepts, the augmented reality, the virtual reality, and the mixed reality, and we say, hey, all these technologies will merge, and we talk about XR. I think if you have seen some of the t-shirts, they say, I love XR, so it's like all of them together, right? I would like to bring your attention in one thing. One eye monocular, two eyes binocular, right? And we think that augmented reality could be used only with binoculars. That's not true. I'm going to show you. We're going to prove. There's this idea that you can only do this technology of augmented reality with binoculars, okay? And then maybe you have heard this concept of see-through or non-see-through device, that you can see through the image, right? See through the screen. The same. We can do augmented reality with non-see-through devices. Okay? By the way, when we talk about monocular devices, one eye, how many of you know if you are right eye or left eye dominant? Do you know that? Yeah, you know. For the ones who don't know, maybe you have done down in the exhibition area, you try the monocular device and say, I don't see anything. I cannot see. There's a little trick. There's a little trick. So let's focus in the middle of the XR. You put your two hands together, okay? And then you look with the two eyes open. And then you close one eye, and then close the other one. So you will see that the image will move. Do you notice that? Okay, the one that stays in is that's the dominant eye. Okay, so there's people that the eye is the left eye dominant. And they put their glasses on the right eye. So it doesn't work. Let me tell you another thing. 60% of population, just look at your neighbors, the people sitting beside you. 60% of population in the world wear glasses, prescription glasses. So these are things that you have to consider when you want to use these technologies. You come to events like these, trade shows, and you see so many devices, and probably some of you in your companies, you have to choose which is the best device for my company. It's a difficult job. You have to bet in one device, you have to bet in one software solution, in a provider for internet many times, and altogether it's a very complicated question. And a lot of people ask me, Jordi, you have been so many years doing this. I started with Google Glass many years ago and then had my own startup. So they say, in your experience, which do you think is the best device? After so many years of research, I think this is the best one. You all know it. What's the problem? It's, well, why I think this is the best device. It has the best computing power, it has the best microprocessor, the best camera resolution, the best connectivity, and the best screen. All right? Because at the end, a smartphone is like this. It's like a computer. We want to have computers to help people to work better, faster, so the companies can save money. But what's the problem with this device? That it's not ergonomic. Okay? I brought something here with me. Okay? These are some of the key elements that companies have to face when selecting this technology of smart glasses. Okay? You will see from all the different devices that you can see down in the exhibition area, few questions that you have to answer yourself when you want to adopt smart glasses and augmented reality in your company. Okay? One thing is what we call the ambient light reduction. You will see this screen is very bright, but you see that we put curtains around it so it's brighter and we can see it better. In the glasses, sometimes it's the same. We make part of the glass darker so the image is clearer. So what has an impact? That sometimes you don't see that much, okay? You will see devices that part of the screen is kind of dark. That's made to make the image brighter. But you lose part of the field of view, okay? Other questions that you have to consider is what we call the peripheral vision. They said that part of the reason why human beings survived is because versus other animals, we have this peripheral vision that allows us to hunt better in the forest, okay? So this peripheral vision is that I'm looking straight at you, but I can see sort of what is happening around here, okay? So if we have smart glasses, we have to be careful how much we don't see on the sides because of that, okay? Imagine, for example, your employees working in a warehouse and there's a forklift coming and you don't see it, okay? So there's some very bulky devices that can have some security issues. Because in fact, one of the most important questions that you have to answer when choosing a device for your company is related with people, the security. You can find very good devices that will help you make money, but if the health, the security of the employee is in danger, they will never survive. The first element is security for employees. Together with this is related with security. In some cases, your employees will have to wear a helmet or will have to wear a safety glass, okay? So we have to merge three things: prescription glass with safety glass and a smart glass. Okay? And let's make it more difficult. And left eye dominant. Poor guy, I saw everything. But that's possible. That's possible to do. We have a very wide range of accessories thinking on the security of the people. And related with the topic of this talk today is, what about the use? What about the use of augmented information, mixed information, virtual information, I don't think it's going to work. Not in the most common use cases in the enterprise. Because as I said, the most important factor is security for the employee. A virtual device that it's fully immersive, that doesn't let you see anything else around you, really it's putting your life in danger, unless that you are in a very safe environment and you are protected. Look at the new arcade game area that they're appearing around the world. Most of the virtual games, there's some safety measures that you support yourself or you just move in a very limited area. That's because you cannot see what's happening around you. So I will focus in the part of augmented reality, using augmented reality. One of the things that we have to learn is when you make an application or a software application, whether it's for a smartphone or it's for a computer, there is something very important that it's what we call the user interface, user experience, user interface. Basically, is how you as a person interact with the application in a way that it's comfortable, okay? We have to learn a lot on what's the best user interface, how do we connect with the glasses, and how is the way we present information. Today, you're familiar, you will see, if we want to have a computer in the glass, this is a laptop, it's so big, but we want to squeeze a laptop, everything has to fit in the glass, okay? In the laptop, we have a mouse, we have a keyboard. How do we enter information in the glasses? We do have a mouse. It's a mouse, but on the side. You can navigate through menus. And the keyboard, the most common keyboard is, it could be buttons. You have 300 buttons, you can touch buttons. But the most common thing to do now is voice recognition. You can talk to your computer, do this, open that, do that, okay? Another way that it's coming to interact with the glasses is with gestural navigation. So you can say, like in Minority Report movie, right? So you can activate commands, okay, next, up, down. This is not science fiction. We use this technology already. That's in how you make the user interface. The other thing is how you show information. And we have a long way to learn. Some people think that when you show information, whether it's in the most common use cases in enterprise, we'll see it in logistic or field service support. These are typical use cases, or training people, okay? So imagine that I'm working and I put my glasses like this. One of the good things of this glass, what we learn versus other models, is that I don't want to have all the time the information in front of my eyes. So I have to be able to do something like this, okay? Not everybody has the same face. Oh, I quit. They're going to scream at me, don't touch it. Not everybody has the same face, okay? So I have to be able to fully adjust it to my face, not only this up or down, but also all the ways. This is fully adjustable to your face. So when needed, I can look at the screen, see the information. If I don't need it, I take it out and I do what I just saw. So this is a way how to interact. Imagine that you have a device that is showing all the time the information and you cannot take it out. For imagine a binocular device showing information in the two eyes and all the time it's in the middle of the screen. So if there's no way to take it out, the information, maybe it's not going to help me. So when I want to talk to you and we have eye contact, I see you perfectly. Oh, that question, maybe 1 second, let me check that out. Oh yeah, see it, yeah. And but if I have all the time augmented information in my view, that can be very uncomfortable. So this is one of the things, that's why I say to be or not to be. Do we really need it all the time? Or maybe just for some specific moments that you want to have the augmented information or the augmented reality. That's why I say that in the wall of adopting smart glasses, augmented reality is like an additional feature. It's like in your smartphone. You don't use your phone all the time to be doing augmented reality. It's only when you need it to get directions in an augmented way or to play Pokemon or whatever. But it's not the end of the story. It helps a lot, but it's not always to be that. And then something else that will help your companies to decide whether you use it or not, it's how much it's going to cost. Imagine companies that they have 20,000 employees and there's devices that cost $3,000. Maybe that's a very expensive decision to make, and the cheaper devices, it's going to be easier to deploy, right? So, what's this one, sorry. Some of the products that we have shown, what we have learned from all those inputs, as I said, is this is the old model now, has been in the market for 5 years. It's the M300. This little tiny thing is a computer. Very basic screen, non-see-through screen, one single eye, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. What you can see now on the booth is the M300. This is probably one of the most successful. What I'm wearing now is the M300. I can do augmented reality in a monocular, one single eye, non-see-through. You understand that non-see-through is that it's like, I have like a flat screen right here, right? There's a camera and then there's a screen. And what we're launching, and has been announced as well here in AW in Europe, is the coming launching of the Vuzix Blade. The Vuzix Blade, why is so different? Because you could say, Jordi, with this device, you look a little bit like Robocop, yeah? If I wear that, I look like Bono, U2 singer. It's cool, right? Yeah, well, in fact, some people ask me, Jordi, tell me a little bit more about the Vuzix Blade. It's a computer. Has a CPU, has Wi-Fi, has Bluetooth, has a camera, has a screen. It's a computer, guys. That's part of the miracle. Okay? You can see some demos as well. Then, as I said, what we have learned is that we have to talk with our client and say, tell me which is your use case. How do you want to use this computer? Your employees, what they have to do. The most common use cases that we have seen in the industry is in warehouse and logistics. So probably you have seen a lot of people in warehouses carrying like a scanner, like a pistol. Have you seen that? The Zebra or Honeywell. At the end of the day, 8 hours. It's painful. It's heavy. Okay, and you have to carry one box with 2 hands and then get the pistol. So what we do is we use the camera of the glasses as a scanner. Pip. And we can show augmented information. Augmented reality makes sense in logistics? Yes. We can see a few examples. Remote support, field service, see what I see. Our partners from Reflect, they have a beautiful software solution which is mainly for remote assistance. They help people when there's a broken machine, a field technician. Houston, I have a problem. What do I have to do? They have 2 options. Whether they pay a technician to get a plane, travel 1 day, spend $3,000 on flight, plus a hotel, go there, work 5 minutes, and go back home. That's super expensive. 2 days the machines break down, cost a lot of money. So put the glasses, show the technician who's in Germany, and it's going to guide the guy. Okay, this is all you have to do. It's that easy. Remote support. How you can do that with augmented reality? Yes, we'll see a few examples. It makes sense. Okay? And also, there's this modern word everybody tells, which is Internet of Things, Industry 4.0. I'm just waiting for the next word. It's always something, it's like a fashion or trendy. We're imagining what's going to be next. Well, in Industry of Things and Internet of Things, when they ask me, what is this about? I say, look, let's keep it simple. It's digitalization. The information that was on paper, we get it digital, and we show it. So it can be sensors. There's no paper information on sensors. Directly goes from the sensor to a screen or to a computer, okay? How do we use these things? A lot in training. So it's very expensive to train people in companies when they have to do specifically technical jobs, yeah? We spend about $3,000. The average cost of training a person is being calculated in $3,000. US dollars per month, just training cost. Then the checklist quality control procedures. When they're manufacturing a car, assembly line of Ford, they can follow step by step. Now they do it with the paper, now starting to do it with glasses, okay? And also quality assurance. That was the presentation, just the general concepts, monocular, binocular, see-through, non-see-through, how you can adopt this. And now I'm going to do something they told me, Jordi, you're crazy. You never do that. Google doesn't do it. Apple doesn't do it. I'm going to try to do a live demo. Have you heard about the demo effect? Yeah? Okay, let's try it. So I will need they connect this computer, hopefully. And the glasses I'm wearing is the M300, okay? Normally they go without a cable. The cable I brought here is because what I want to do is show you in the screen what I see here in the tiny screen, okay? You follow me? Okay, it's just like a screen mirroring. So this is the menu as an application that you would have in your smartphone, correct? And I can select with the buttons. You see, it's moving the applications. I'm controlling that through the buttons. The other way I'm going to control now is through the mouse here. And I'm going to select the Vuzix demo. Okay? These are a few examples. If it works. I'm turning on the camera. You want to say hello to these guys? Hey? It's no video, it's no recording, it's live demo. Okay, I have a few triggers here. How can we use augmented reality in work? A few examples, okay? Have a trigger here. It's recognizing the object, and see what I have here. You see? It's an augmented reality. Think immediately in your own job, your product, your portfolio, how you can use this technology in your work, okay? Anything you can do it. Logistics, we talk about logistics. So all I did was scan a code of a box, and it's telling me the information. Okay, this goes to this shelf. You follow? So I see the real wall. All the time I'm seeing you. At the moment I put the information, it comes the augmented information. You follow me? More example. This is a different kind of code. Okay? You see what happened? I can show you guys, and I can show at the same time the information of the box. And it's telling me what I have to do, where it has to go, all the information of the box. It makes sense in logistics, yes, a lot. What about in health? You go in the street, you have a heart attack, have to call an ambulance. Okay? So this is telling me, okay, these guys, this is his name, this is the information about him, how much, okay? You can use this even in your own everyday life. You can have these codes with your information, okay? Remote support, see what I see. Houston, I have a problem. You have to fix this nuclear plant. Okay, Arduino device. I can have all the technical information about the technical thing. They're telling me I'm out of time. Basically, these demos, if you like them, you want to use them, come down to our booth, Vuzix booth. We're going to give you this trigger for you, okay? And you can download the application and install it. And the last thing you will need to buy the glass. That's where you get it. Thank you very much.
Jordi, thank you very much. So we have still 2 minutes left. Any questions from the audience, please? Yeah, please go ahead.
Well, this is one of the concepts. One of the things when you consider other glasses available in the market, we have one camera, but basically what we are doing is not like depth sensor. The camera is filming the wall. What we are doing and using here as triggers to launch the application is an object recognition. We don't need to place the object in the content of the wall. We're not doing that. We're just giving information directly related to that object where it is, okay? That's why we can do it in a monocular device, even non-see-through, because we can take out why HoloLens is that big, because they need a lot of sensors to be filming and positioning the object in the context, okay? What we are showing is that you can do augmented reality or mixed reality, added information, seeing what is happening around the world.
Maybe one more question? Any question there? Maybe a question from my side. So we're seeing a lot of different manufacturers, vendors, OEMs. So you as let's say one of the leading players, do you see that there's one type of glass in the future serving all the needs, or do you say, no, there will be always such specific requirements that there will be always a range of different models, and the company or the customers always have to choose one of those?
Yeah. I think that we are at the very beginning of this technology. I don't know if you remember when we got the first smartphones that we used to travel with two luggage. One was the luggage for the clothes, the other was the luggage of the smartphone. So we are at the beginning of that, okay? I think the two of them will merge. We're gonna look for the form factor of the blade with the computing power of the M300. The two of them, I think they're gonna merge. And then the use cases, except of entertaining at home, where you will sit in your sofa and you'll have a full immersive device, but that will be mainly for entertainment. I think the rest, you will not need really a monocular or binocular. The blade, when you go down and you try it, even if it's monocular, you will see that the brain automatically places the image in the middle. It feels like binocular being monocular, okay? So part of that debate will disappear. We are at the very beginning of what is called the exponential improvement of technology. So I think the technology is going to be every time faster, more powerful. We just announced an agreement with Qualcomm, the new generation of microprocessor, the X01, Snapdragon. So that little thing, it's like X times smaller than the present microprocessors and 10 times faster. So I think technology will make this, clarify all this. What should I get? Yes.
Jordi, thank you very much for your time. So a round of applause.
Thank you.
Thank you.